I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. A warmer trend continues through Wednesday with westerly downslope winds and a ridge of high pressure building east onto the plains. After seasonal highs in the upper 30s to the mid 40s today, our highs tomorrow mostly in the 40s, while far southwest Nebraska and northwest Kansas are in the low to mid 50s. Wednesday, the overall warmest day of the next week, with widespread highs right around 50. In behind the dry passage of a cold front, Thursday and Friday are cooler with highs in the mid-30s to the low 40s. Over the weekend, highs rebounding slightly to mostly to the 40s, even some low 50s over western Kansas. Some forecast models are indicating the chance of a light rain or a light rain-snow mix over the weekend as low pressure tracks across the southern plains. Checking the long-term forecast, Nebraska and Kansas temperatures likely to be mostly warmer than normal this weekend through December 10th. During early December in central Nebraska, our daytime highs are typically in the low 40s, with average overnight lows in the upper teens. This weekend through early next week, Nebraska precipitation is predicted to be below normal, while Kansas can expect near normal precipitation. Below normal precipitation is indicated for both Nebraska and Kansas the middle of next week through December 10th. Key weather factors impacting the markets include snow that fell across key wheat areas of the plains, decreasing rain chances in central Brazil, and too much rain in southern Brazil. On the plains, cool and dry weather prevails in the wake of a post-Thanksgiving storm that delivered patchy snow. The most significant snow fell across portions of the central plains, where Wichita received nearly 8 inches on Saturday. In areas where snow fell, winter wheat is benefiting from the insulation and an influx of moisture before dormancy. The first half of this week features mostly quiet weather, although cold conditions in the Midwest and Northeast contrast with the return of near or above normal temperatures in much of the South and West. Snow squalls downwind of the Great Lakes likely lead to disruptive snow accumulations during the mid to late week. Colder air returns across the western and central U.S. as the storm develops over the south central U.S. and heads toward the northeast. That storm leading to an active weather pattern late in the week across the south, east, and lower Midwest, with 1 to 3 inch rainfall expected in the Mississippi Delta and nearby areas. Rainfall could exceed an inch as far north as the Ohio Valley. Mid to late week precipitation affects the western U.S., especially along the northern Pacific coast. Dry weather prevails the next 5 days across the northern and central plains and the upper Midwest. In central Brazil, scattered rain continues, typical of the wet season, but with reduced coverage and intensity because of El Nino. Rain chances increase in central Brazil this weekend. Southern Brazil continues to see too much rain for developing corn and soybeans, especially in Parana. Rio Grande do Sul saw a break from the heavy rain this past weekend, and rain is expected to be more limited this week. Argentina's drier stretch of the last several days continued this past weekend. Scattered rain moves through Argentina tomorrow and Wednesday before good rainfall in the key growing areas builds in for Thursday and Friday. Additional rain may continue in some of Argentina this upcoming weekend and next week, keeping conditions mostly favorable for corn and soybean planting and development. Overseas in Europe, there is scattered rain over the weekend, except in Spain that's been too dry. Active weather continues this week, including Spain, helping to ease soil moisture deficits for wheat heading into dormancy. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.